Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Dunk's Court Traders Hub. Yeah, I believe you are having a good time wherever you are, and as usual, it's done here. Ready to do this thing as usual. Hopefully, you are having a great time. All right, so without any further ado, we are late about 7 minutes. Let's now get into it and start off. Father, we pray. We come before you in your presence. We ask of your greatness. We ask of your goodness. Thank you for yesterday's signals. Thank you for today's signals still. We know that you are giving us even more greater signals that we can easily take advantage of and be able to be profitable tonight. We say thank you. Thank you for the entries. Thank you for the exits. And thank you for the profits. We give you praise and we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, please welcome back. Welcome to this channel. If it is your first time to join us here, please, thank you. We're saying thank you to you. Go ahead, if you like, you can go ahead and share, and if you don't mind, you can go ahead and like the stream so our YouTube can also be able to push us to grow this thing together. Otherwise, go ahead and let someone know that we are live. Let them know we are live. You can share the link. You can share it to your friends, to your family, to whatsoever you want as we get started right here. All right, so now let's start off with Crash 500 as usual. Crash 500. We start off with Crash 500 as usual. All right, I hope my sound is clear from where you are, guys. I hope my sound is very clear. You will let me know if you can hear me properly, and then I'll be able to get back to the comments. Otherwise, welcome. So crash 500, let's start off. Yesterday we start off from weekly. Let's look at weekly. Yes, we're still selling. Daily we are looking at a pullback, but we happen to find ourselves in it's like a flag kind of. So according to daily, we are sort of in a flag, and we will be looking for that, and then later on get back into the buys at that stage. So clearly, according to H4, we've been looking for this kind of move. We want it to come all the way here and then grab our buys to take us all the way right above there, and that is according to H4. So clearly, according to H4, looking at CCI where we are at currently, we are on our retest level, which means we are going to see some buys right about now, having seen that yesterday, is it yesterday? The other day, yeah, the other day, which was a Wednesday, we saw price coming back to that trend line, and then we went into the buys, but then we came back, tested that order block, tested this order block, and now we're heading back into buys. That's what we're doing. Why are we looking for the buys? Because H4 has reached retest, and now we need to see some pullback according to H4. The pullback may not go all the way back to overbought, may go about around that level, meaning we will be looking at buys coming around that level all the way up there, So one, actually, I don't know why I've done that. It is only doing so. We'll be looking at that, and then that's what we'll be looking at. So for now, we have to look for buys. So let's go to daily, H1, and look at what we have. Let's leave that there, delete all that, then go to H1. We have a fair value gap right here. Is it important? No. So H1, we are looking at buying this asset. We're looking for buys. We are looking for buys. That is the trend according to H1. That's not a trend. We are consolidating within the channel there, but according to H1, looking at CCI, it's suggesting we should be looking for buys. Why? Because looking at what we have on H4, we've been consolidating within this flag. So according to daily, the general trend is a buy. Why? Because we had a change of character right about there according to daily time frame. So that's why the buys are on. That's why the buys are on, but they will not be on for so long. They will not be on according to daily until we see H4 getting oversold. That's what I showed you yesterday. Until it gets to oversold. How is it going to get oversold? It will keep playing within here until it comes to this order block, and that's when we will be able to enter our buys to take us all the way up there according to daily time frame. That's how we'll be able to do that. So but for now, we'll keep trading it within the flag there. And now we can go to M15, look at what we have. According to M15, we are currently having another consolidation according to M15, which is within there This is like an expanding rising wedge, and clearly we have no entry. Price is still showing us some bit of sales. We may see some bit of a fake price is coming above, so it's likely to do this, it's likely to do that, it's likely to give us that. According to what we have here, it's likely to give us that. Yet according to H1, we should be looking for the buys, so that's why now this becomes a bit of this is skeptical. This is really this. This is now confusing. It is confusing, that's why I will not be entering it. I'm supposed to be looking for buys according to daily, but according to M15 it's suggesting sells because of the structure we have on M15. Yeah, because of the structure we have on M15. Remember, H4 we are looking for sales to bring us down below, right about here, or go to that order block right here. But we currently don't have any. We're supposed to be looking for the momentum of buys right from here according to H1, just because of what we had here. But sellers came in and pushed price to continue selling, and currently we see it is within the consolidation, and that consolidation on M15, it is a rising expanding wedge, which means we should be anticipating this very move after the breakout. So right, so that's why this is a bit of surprising. But if I go to M5, seeing some lower lows and lower highs. I don't have a clear change of character. It's the one I have is right here, which is a bit weird. So I would rather leave this asset alone for now and give it more time to give me something clear that I can use. Yeah, so probably it's coming back right here, and then continue to sell, and then continue to sell. And then continue to sell like that. So, and remember our TP is this, which is boom, which is boom 1000, which is boom 1000. Let's look at boom 1000. Oh, before we look at boom 1000, did we actually make any entries yesterday? Not really, we did not. So we're still holding it up. So boom 1000, boom 1000. Boom 1000, we made money yesterday. Congrats to those that made this money. This was our trade yesterday. We had our first, yes, our first TP right here. I told you to close when you're around here, and then the second TP right about there. Our third TP has been hit right about here, right about here. So our third TP has also been hit. So congrats to those that actually made this money yesterday. Yeah, those who remember, we analyzed this together. If you missed yesterday's analysis, go back to yesterday's session. You'll be able to understand why we suggested what we had here. So now I can delete all this. Yeah, I can delete all that. Even this can be deleted now. And let's look at where price is coming right about there. I believe so. Why? Because it is a resistance level. And then just wait a minute. Daily we're supposed to be looking for sales. Okay, so why are we looking for buys currently? It's acting to be in the range, so that means this is the lower range from the lower limit. That is the upper limit. Alright, so if we go to H1, we are still in a buy. It's actually showing some good momentum. In fact, we may see some breakout from what I'm seeing according to the momentum we have. So this is a break of structure right there, change of character. Then we have a break of structure right there, and that means price is about to come back and test the level. So from what we see right here, price reacted back to this level right here. So we can also have that as our point of interest as one of the levels price can actually react back to. But I want to remind you that we have a change of character right here according to, a fair value gap right there, and we also have another one down below here. All these fair value gaps have not been mitigated, so price can choose to come back to one of those, but most of the times it uses the ones on H4. So let me go to H4, look at the one that was left on H4, and clearly I see the one that was left on H4. It is this one right here, so I can easily delete that and remain with this one on H4. This is a fair value gap left on H4. So as this H4 candle closes, one may anticipate a pullback later, and clearly this is the right level. Price may give us a pullback too. Yeah, according to H4 we're supposed to be looking for sales. According to daily, it is also showing us sales. According to weekly, also we are looking at sales. It is only H1 there retest back to that level, so price has reacted to the same level right there. So meaning one can call that level some weak resistance level that is being reacted upon. Break of structure, came down, gave us a change of character, now went all the way back up again. So there's still a lot that we can think about here, what we can actually anticipate. So for now, we go to M15, look at what M15 is giving me. I'm starting to get momentum to sell, but I can see that I'm at overbought, meaning momentum to sell has started. Sell momentum has started, but I need to see some change of character for me to actually buy the idea to sell this asset. So for now, I leave this at H1. I'll be coming back to it later. Let's now head over to Boom 500 and look at what happened. This is crazy. This is crazy. Boom 500. So what happened here? We were looking for buys according to H4. Daily, we were looking for buys. It was like a retest. Yeah, we knew that, of course. According to weekly, we were looking for sales, so we were looking for some retest having seen this level according to CCI, a retest level on weekly time frame, but that wasn't the case. Sales actually got enough momentum to break out right about there, having given us that kind of channel. Price out of nowhere got the momentum to actually break out. Yeah, that's how weird this asset was. So now I can delete first all these. Of course, yesterday, those who remember, was anticipating a fake breakout to here, then later on to push us right there. Yeah, but we from what we see, price actually broke out and went the other side, kept on selling because the momentum according to weekly time frame is sells. Before I can show you the history, yeah, actually yesterday we made the money on this asset. For those who remember, those who can remember, let me see which level were we on. I think we were using M5, and this is the level right here. So this is where we traded right here. This is where we traded this. I told you we are going to go all the way up there, and that was our entry. Hit TP, immediately went down to sales, and as it went down, it actually even broke out from that channel and gave us a breakout, and continued to even break the support level that we had according to H1 there, and even H1 there, broke out the support and went all the way into sales. So currently I can't trade this asset. I can't trade. Oh, can I? So wait a minute, there's something I've just seen. I don't know if it is on. I see I had a level right here that can only signify that I was looking for that level. Which one is it according to daily? I don't even remember. Can't remember how I had analyzed that. I just can't remember why I had that. Anyways. Oh, it should be the support. It should be the support according to daily. Let me see. It should be the support. Price is currently right there. Price is currently on that order block. But then there is also this. This is a valid order block. This is a valid order block right here. So if I can have that, so that's one. That's one order block there. Then there's this. Then there is this one right here. Currently where price is that it's where it's where we started to see the buying momentum going all the way up there. So this is where we have a change of character right there before price started to get into the buying momentum. So we have our last order block right there. and that's where we see a lot of buys coming in shape. So currently that's where price is as we speak. That's where price is currently. As we speak, that's where price is currently. So now that we have that, let's go to, we're going to hold up there because that is an order block according to daily. I don't know if we are going to see some buys from there, but clearly price is on that order block. We can't do anything because selling momentum is still on, so this is a no-go. But now we have at least that level that we can wait to see if price is going to give us some buy momentum. Until then, I have nothing to, I have no business with this asset. Where I wanted it to go did not go, so we can now delete all this right there, delete all that for now, and then wait until we get to see another move. So that is boom 500. We are at the daily order block right there. That is the order block that we are on currently. So still wondering why I had this level right here. There's a reason why I had it. I don't know how I deleted the analysis, but there's a reason why I had this level right here. Yeah, there's a reason why I had it here. Just don't want to. I'll just figure it out why I had it at a later stage. Let me now go to V25S and we look at what is happening. V25S, it is a bit buffering. I don't know if you guys are having it clearly all the way right there, but I see it a bit buffering. V25S, okay, weekly we are looking for sales, daily we're looking for buys, but we know that that sell kind of momentum that we are seeing according to CCI is only because of this support level right there. So according to weekly, we're still looking for sales. So if we go to H4, which one is also looking for buys, it has given us the buy momentum right about there. If I go to H1, I have some kind of change of character there, but with no momentum for the buys there. So first delete that, delete even all that, even that. So we want to know which structure is it trying to give us. So right now we can't tell. We need more data that we can use to understand, because clearly according to H1, according to H4 and daily, we are sort of having an indication from CCI that we should look for buys. Yet weekly we need to sell. Why? Because we had that resistance there, and it's a strong resistance level, so we need to bring price all the way down below. That's the reason why. On the other hand, according to daily, we've reached oversold. According to H4, we are oversold. According to H1, we are oversold. and according to M15 we need to sell. So that's how crazy all this is. So when I get an asset like this that is not really giving me what I'm looking for, a certain structure that I can trade, I don't do much. All I do is go to another asset and leave that asset to play along until it gives us what we are looking for. So clearly right there it shows you what it is doing. So if that's the case, then it is doing you, it's gonna give you this. If that's the case, then it's gonna give you that, and it will be giving you just right there, coming to the fair value gap right there according to M15. But is this trade really worth it to risk and keep in a trade that will take you around 4 or 5 hours to reach even TP? It's not worth it, so I'd rather leave it and go to another asset. So V25 is a no-go. Now V75 played out what we wanted, but it has been not giving us a structure that we wanted for some good days, but now it gave us something that we could use, which is a change of character. It had a weird retest, so that was another retest there to give us a lower high, lower low, lower high. Now it is going in sales. So if I go to weekly, it's a weird one. If I go to daily, we are overbought now, coming in with a sell, but we know that there's gonna be a retest or not. Actually, we may not see another retest. Let me first delete these. We need to look at buys. So it's gonna come back, but it's gonna come back where I see a potential retest zone, which is this fair value gap right about there. Yeah, that is a clear one. Let's look at it even on H1. Yeah, it's a good one right there. It's a good one that price may actually react back to. First go back to H4 where we are. Price has been reacting on it several times right here, failing to push back again down. So it's also an important level right there that can act as a weak resistance level right about here. So all we need now is price to get back there. According to H4, it has to grab the liquidity there and then probably bring us back into sales. That is probably. I have to remind you that according to weekly, we're supposed to be looking for buys, and according to the structure that we have on daily, we needed price to get to that level right there. It hasn't reached it, so that's why the buys, one may say the buys are still in the game. You don't have to rule them out yet. We may see enough momentum to break out of that level. So let's go to H1. H1 still same thing as H4. We've reached retracement level according to CCI. So we can anticipate buys when we see something like that kind of change of character right about there. M15, same thing like what we are looking for on H1, but we can add even that kind of anticipation right there. So that is what we'll be looking at to make this buy entry to get us all the way right there. So apart from until we see this, please don't make any kind of entry. Of course, when it breaks out there, you will anticipate something like that and then make that entry, clean entry. this is a clean entry that we'll always anticipate. So until then, we're not entering there. Those who love sniper entries, one may say I can enter here, but you're not sure if price gets a weird momentum to push for the sales again. So that's why it is always weird to, it is always advisable to wait for change of character. So price can even choose to first get to this order block. It's a valid order block, so you're not in a rush. Don't make that rush decision. So jump 50. Jump 50. We have about 15 minutes. Not really, about 14-13 minutes. Jump 50. Jump 50 yesterday took us out, and according to VIP signal that I've given, let me show you how it did that. So we had this on M15. This was a structure it was giving us. I was anticipating a fake breakout on that fair value gap, but it was actually price went through it and went to the other order block and started to sell, but it was selling only to just continue with the buy. Why? Because now clearly from this moment right about there, it had given a change of character. From that moment right here, that was a change of character, return to change of character, then a buy. Then when it reached there, it had to retest back to this level, which was the level we had a change of character. And until that right there, we wanted some sales that never came around. So right now we cannot look for sales. Why? Because we have a change of character right about there, and price reacted back to that level, and that's where we started to see sales, buys. This is according to M15. We have an order block there that was never tested, but we see the fair value gap was tested, so meaning this order block may be invalid right now. So let's now head over to H1. Look at H1. We have gone back to where we had the change of character according to H4. So we have tested that area once again, and clearly on the H4 kind of move, we thought price was actually going to first come here and then react back there, but it didn't reach the level we wanted, because the sale that I was looking at right here was to bring us right there and then activate us into buys to get us right about there, and then later on come into sales. That was the plan. So now I can easily delete that and delete that also, and now I can also delete that. This move has now happened to take us right about there, but do we have sales? Are they confirmed? We have a fair value gap right here. The price has reacted to. Is it enough? I believe it is enough. So let's go to H1. Before we go to H1, daily H4 is selling. Daily we are looking for sales. Why? Because according to the weekly time frame, we have gone back to that trend line. So we of course don't normally use monthly, but yeah, we've gone back to that trend line, and price had to first grab liquidity. Not even liquidity, has to be held up by that fair value gap, which became a resistance level right up there. Now we can look at daily, where we are almost seeing a change of character right about there. So H4 has already given us a change of character. This is a pullback to that level, which is a fair value gap. And those who have big accounts, I can easily tell you to enter your sales right here. Put your stop loss just above there and leave the rest to come around. because now this would be like a swing trade. So any swing traders around, you can take your profits right here as your first TP, and you can still look for your second TP all the way down below here. Yes, right there, and all the way right here. Those are our levels, but I'm just gonna grab my TP right about here and leave it. So that's how I'm entering this trade. Yes, I've entered without a confirmation. I've entered on H4. Yeah, I've entered on H4, but clearly M15 is also already giving us sales. M15 is already giving us sales, even though we haven't seen a change of character right here. Yeah, but it's already giving us that signal to sell the asset, to sell this asset right here. So right about now, I'm gonna do this and try to understand if I've not done a mistake to make an entry before I can confirm on M15. And I believe I've done a mistake. It may come around like that. It may come around like that and go back up there according to M15. That is what I'm saying. According to M15, it may go around like that. So what do? Not in a big loss. I can close it and just wait. I can close it and just wait. So according to M15, I haven't gotten a change of character yet, but if I get it, that means we will continue selling. But from what I've seen, having this kind of channel, price may give me that to grab right there and then come in with the sales later on. So I can't say anything much. I can delete this first. According to M15, even this I can delete it and wait. If price breaks this level, that will be a change of character that will now trigger the sales. But according to the structure that I have there, it insinuates that we can easily get back there before we can come in with sales, just like we want according to H1 and H4. Yeah, so that's it there. I will leave it at M15 as we wait for our entries. Remember, we haven't made any entries yet. This was going to be our first entry right there, which was according to H4, but looking at M15, I think we still have some time to make that entry. All right, this is jump 25. Let's get it into jump 25. All right, on jump 25, weekly we're looking for sales. Yeah, even daily we are looking for sales, even though it shows us we're about to get oversold. Why? Because of that order block that is currently acting as a weak or as a support level. So clearly we have a resistance level up there and a support down below. So that is what we have. But the previous move didn't go back to that level, so it insinuates that now we may have some good, we may see a breakout on this support because of the current move. So let's go to H4. H4, we need to see some pullback. So we wanted that pullback according to H4 to get there and then come strongly with sales. So we haven't seen that yet. H1, price is having low momentum. You can clearly see that according to where the candlesticks right there. So easily delete. Before you delete, go to M15. Did we make any entries here? Yeah. I was looking at buying it from here. I had my bar limit So it was taken out today morning, and this was activated while I had no power last night. So yeah, so I've gone into that loss. Have that there. Let's go back a bit to H1. This clearly shows us something different, and that is an ascending triangle. I want to remind you that an ascending triangle can either give you sells or buys. It is a bilateral pattern, so it can either give you this and give you that breakout that you want, or it can actually give you that kind of move. So this is a bit tricky for us. We have to use other conferences. So the other conference, according to H1, we clearly are looking at buys clearly here. But I want to remind you that on H1, on H1, you've already seen that price broke out and came to this support. Came to that fair value gap on H1. Came to that fair value gap on H1. Right there, came to that there, and so we are supposed to be looking for some bit of buys. It's a support right there. You're supposed to be looking for some buys. Do we have a confirmation on M15? Not yet. We don't have a confirmation yet to enter buys, so this is a no-go for me. This is a no-go for me. Yeah. As I have these three, which actually even on MH4 we're supposed to be looking for buys. So I wonder where the momentum to sell this asset is coming from. According to the structure here, like I've told you, we can sell or buy, but clearly it is looking at sells. Why? We had that structure as a rising wedge and gave us the sell. As it is giving us sells, it forms another structure, which is an ascending triangle. Yes, this is a weak support level, so I can now understand why the sale is actually continuing. So it means according to daily we should be selling. Yes, so without a doubt we are selling. Without a doubt we are selling, and we are going to look at price actually breaking out here. Even though we see M15 trying to give us some CCI indication of buys, it's not really what we have according to the price action and the structure here using trend lines there. We are looking for sales, so this is the sale that we are actually looking for, from all the way there to here. That is a sale that we're going to be looking at. And what do we have here? We have a fair value gap right there. We have a fair value gap right there, so price is coming all the way there. That's where price is coming to, all the way there. So now that we know that, can we make our entries, please? I would love to say yes, an entry. So how would you enter this asset? So we'd rather wait and see if we will be having an entry, probably a retest back there. But if we don't, please don't force this trade. It's not worth it. This is jump 10. Jump 10, we were looking for this move since yesterday. So up to now, we haven't seen any move like that. So it's a no-go. It's a no-go still. It's a no-go. Jump 10, we needed a move like that. Yes, we saw that. So we need to pull back here and then make the entry. We haven't seen it. So until we see it, it's a no-go for us to make any buys. According to this asset. According to this asset, we haven't seen anything that we are looking at currently, so let's leave it alone until it gives us what we want. H4, we're looking for buys, but we need the retest, and that's the retest that is happening currently. Daily, we're looking for buys, so buys, and buys. Really no sells. According to M15, we are now looking for sells. So I'm not ready to sell it right where it is, so I will wait for the buys according to H1 and H4. And that's how I will make my entries. All right, that is it for today. Hopefully you guys will be able to get some trades today, but from what I'm seeing, all these markets are crazy. There's no even, I just don't see even a recap how we can know it. That TP has been reached, has gone to that level we wanted. Okay, let's do the recap and we'll call it a day, because today, from what I'm seeing, probably crash 500, probably, if it gives us what we need. So recap, let's do the recap and we call it a day. So crash 500, we're looking for that, and then we enter our sales. Yeah, then we enter our sales. But you have to remember that H4 is also selling. H1 is trying to tell us we are in a buys, but the structure we have is for the sell, so we are looking for sales H on this asset. Once it gives us that, then we come in with the sales. It has given us this. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't see any point of interest there for price to react back to, so I'm not ready to make that mistake. So I'm not entering there. I will wait for that. If it happens, then I will enter. If it doesn't, then it's okay. Not every day you're supposed to make a trade. You're not a robot that you have to make every other trade. All right, so boom 1,000. Not really. Boom 1,000. We said we want price to react back here so that we can make that trade. That is according to H4, which is, this is a fair value gap. Yeah, that is a fair value gap on H4, so we want price to come back here and then we enter buys. So until then, no entries. Boom 500, it is a no-go for us. It has reached the order block of daily time frame, so we have no any business with it. This is consolidating. It has a low momentum. I mean, it has broken out, but it has a low momentum. According to M15, it is likely to come there, and according to H1, we're supposed to be looking for buys, and H4 also buys, so that's why it's likely to come there. But the way it is moving, the momentum is low, you might enter this and it might keep on giving you, coming back into losses, bringing you to profits like that because of the momentum it currently has. So I don't advise anyone to enter it. This, if it gives us this breakout, then we'll be ready to make this entry, and probably this may be our trade today, but until then it's a no-go for now. We don't have a business with it. If it gives us that kind of move, then we can make our entries. Jump 50, it is within this some sort of a falling wedge, so we need it to get there and then we sell it. This may come around and give us some trades today, but until then, still no go. Don't make the rush decision. And clearly jump 25 is trying to give us a breakout. So if it gives us a breakout right on that level, all we need is a pullback. Once it gives us a breakout, we need a pullback, and then you make that sell entry. Remember, we are still selling, and this move right here is the move that we're going to see right here, yeah, according to H4. So this asset may give us an entry once it gives us the retest that we need right here, retest back there, and then we sell it. A jump 10, it's a no-go. Until it comes right back here, we cannot make any entries with this asset. So all I can say is we have this jump 10, we have jump 25 that is likely to give us a trade. Jump 50 really, not so much. I don't see it come around. But jump 75, V75 is one other asset that we are likely to trade today. So I'll leave that and this. So jump 10, jump 25 and V75, they are the assets that I'll be focusing on today to see if I will be able to make some money today. Apart from that, the rest I will not be wasting my time. If Boom 1000 does that, then probably even Boom 1000. But mostly these three, they're the ones I'm gonna be focusing my eyes on today. V75, jump 10 and jump 25. Let me wish you guys a good day. I hope you've had a great time from wherever you are. The market is slow. I just don't know why. I don't know what is happening, but hopefully we will make some money today and be able to call it a day. Let me wish you guys a good day. See you Monday for the synthetic index analysis, but we'll be back here, of course, at 1 for the BTC analysis. Those who are interested in BTC. Have a nice day. Happy trading. See you.